is African Union now. There is no time to waste. We must unite or we perish.
Video that somebody shared to me about what one Nigerian boy was saying about Ghana. Now, I want you to listen to the video, then we'll come back.
Best hostel, but not best students. How many students don't graduate for that University of Ghana where they feel count, where they feel recognized for the whole of Africa? When I talk now, it's all about best hostel. The hostel is fine. They need, even the Nigerians need it. Even me myself, I still want Nigerian government to provide that kind of hostel for the students. But is it all about hostel? No, everything not be all about what we see, the facility we are seeing. Go there, go learn the mental. Now, if you produce anything, okay, see what they call it, this Nefisat from Nigeria where collect the best English students for the whole wide world. Even the UK, the US themselves not feel bitter. Not feel produce anything. Not be by hostel. Go there, go learn. Forget what you there around you. Learn. Put things for your head. Now why you see Igbo people they go here and there because all what they think now business. How to put things in order. You are there thinking of your best hostel, posting the leaking hostel in Nigeria. We not care. We not care. As our government they do like say they get deaf to hear, and so they give them the deaf to hear too. On our where the web like on our government they listen to now, what one don't feel produce. Not even a good student, knowledgeable one, somebody will be like say they feel recognized for the whole of the world or the whole of Africa. And you are there proud in because you have 10-story or 12-story building called hostel. Where be like say they don't feel produce professor. And somebody will feel represent Africa, they don't feel produce them for the Ghana.
I know you are fighting for Nigerians and I like you for that. But this particular one, you get it wrong. Yes, I'll tell you the reason why you get it wrong. In this video, me here, I'm going to show you three important leaders that Nigeria as a whole, as a nation, from since 1960, Nigeria get this independent. And this world will end. Nigeria no go be produce these people, these three leaders. Nigeria no go be produce these three leaders. They no go be produce them. These three leaders I'm going to show you. Nigeria no go be produce them. They no go all since when they get the independence, they no have them. Then the world will end. Nigeria no go still have this leader, this quality leader. Nigeria will still not have. Then we are not talking about upcoming now, the one where they don't deal. We know they talk about them. Stay tuned. Watch the video.
The government must remain faithful, as I know it recognizes, to the values and spirit of the new constitution. Second, all Kenyans must be involved in turning its principles into practical policies. Third, Kenya's political leaders must place the national interest above narrow sectional or self-interest. Fourth, all civil society actors, including the business community and the mainstream and vernacular media, must continue to play their indispensable role in ensuring Kenya's renewal. Finally, there must be sustained support and engagement by international partners for the reform process. I believe Kenya has a historic opportunity to transform this beginning into real progress that can deliver long-term stability and prosperity for all. This good opportunity must not be wasted.
Now you see, this person, maybe you may not know him. This person, na Kofi Annan. You know, maybe small boy, maybe you don't know your history, but you just did it to fool yourself. Understand? If you are comparing Nigeria to Ghana, compare Nigeria to Ghana wisely. Do research before you talk. Then when you do research, You can compare Nigeria to Ghana with small thing, then that one go balance. No compare Nigeria to Ghana in the higher level. When you compare Nigeria to Ghana in the higher level, you are just disgracing Nigerians, claiming that you are hyping Nigerians. Now you dey do now. This one you dey do, you dey disgrace Nigeria. You no finish, so let them give you the breakdown of the story of the man. Then I go, my 3 pieces I promise you I'm going to show you, right? Now let them do Kofi Annan breakdown. Then I'll come back. I'll now show you another person. Stay tuned.
Kofi Annan, the first African to lead the United Nations.
You are listening, my brother. Kofi Annan is the first African that lead United Nations. African, the first what? African. No any other one. Is the first African that lead United Nations. No any other one. You stay tuned. Listening to them. Because I just want to school you whenever you are comparing Ghana to Nigeria. Comparing Ghana to Nigeria wisely. You can compare Ghana with phone cover. Phone accessory like phone cover. And you go feel say Ghanaians are not doing phone cover, Nigerians are doing those comparisons. That is okay. Don't compare Ghana to Nigerians in the higher level of school and all those things. Don't even try them. Although listening to the explanation so that you learn. I hope you get into your sense as you are listening to it. Stay tuned.
Left an indelible mark on international diplomacy. Born in Ghana in 1938, he rose through the ranks of the UN to become its 7th Secretary General from 1997 to 2006. Annan was a tireless advocate for peacekeeping and human rights, initiating reforms that strengthened the UN's ability to respond to global crises. His role in the Millennium Development Goals aimed to alleviate poverty and promote sustainable development, showcasing his dedication to improving lives worldwide. However, Annan's legacy is not without controversy. His tenure was marred by criticism over the UN's response to the Rwandan genocide in 1994, where many believe the organization failed to act decisively. Additionally, the oil for food scandal, which emerged during his time, raised questions about accountability and transparency within the UN. Critics argue that these events overshadowed his efforts. Despite these challenges, Annan remains a symbol of hope and resilience. His belief in diplomacy as a tool for conflict resolution continues to inspire future generations. Analyzing his life prompts important questions about the complexities of leadership and the balance between idealism and pragmatism.
I, Kofi Annan, solemnly swear to exercise in all loyalty, discretion and conscience, the functions entrusted to me as Secretary General of the United Nations, to discharge these functions and regulate my conduct with the interest of the United Nations only in view, and not to seek or accept instructions in regard to the performance of my duties from any government or other authority external to the organization. Congratulations, sir.
This is a story of my personal hero, Kofi Annan, the Ghanaian diplomat who became the world's peacekeeper. Born in 1938, he joined the United Nations and spent decades working behind the scenes. In 1997, he became the first Black African to lead the UN, guiding the world through crises from wars, epidemics. He championed human rights and fought for global peace, winning the Nobel Peace Prize in 2001. Even after retiring, he continued to advocate for African leadership. His legacy is a reminder that true leadership isn't about power, It's about service to humanity.
Stop this one there so that I can conclude this quickly. Now, this is another person. This person also school in Ghana. Great people who come from Ghana. People say you take Nigerian cannot even have it. It's not even about taking Nigeria long. Nigeria can. These people already there in the history. They already make that history. You say one of the history. Nigeria no go fit break one. We no go fit break them in this recent generation. Nigeria no go fit break one, and these people, now the whole world they rule. Now, let me just give you a little and small one. I'll just play small one for you, then I'll complete the third one. Stay tuned.
Everything we see, people think only the white person did it. Everything we see an airplane, oh, a white person do it. See an MRI machine in the hospital, see a computer, they think it's only a white person can do it. But you are looking at a person who created a technology for you to send pictures on your cell phone worldwide. You are looking at him, and he's not white, but just like you. He happens to be from Ghana. But I'm not limited by what I've been told in my school, growing up and all of that. I'm limited by what I think I can do. So I want you all to think yourself that you can do anything that any person, whether Chinese, Indian, white, whatever they've done, you can do it.
I make him the second person to the Nigerians, my people, is because the space we are using today, this is the person that brought the idea. That the space you are using to put it in your face, the camera, you are putting it in your face to insulting Ghanaian, to send it on social media for people to see it, then people to mocking Ghanaian or whatever you're thinking. This is the person that brought the idea. Without this person, I don't really think you, especially we sit to put phone on your face to say you are insulting Ghanaian. Without this person, you will not even have the privilege and the opportunity. That's why I make him the second person. You see that? That is in idea. For me, I used to put camera to sit down talking to send for people to see. This is the person. And this person from where? Ghana. Is it from Nigeria? No. You see that? Now, Ogapata of them that give you freedom, that even give Nigerian freedom before Nigeria can insult, even have mouth to even get country called Nigeria. Let's listen to him. That is number one. Ogapata of them that even give Nigerian freedom before Nigerian can get mouth to come out to insult in people. If it's not him, I don't think there will be Nigeria.
I personally feel that the only way in which you can stop corruption in the country is to build up a strong public opinion against it.
Did you know Kwame Nkrumah is the only man in history to be president of two countries? Let me tell you the story of how that happened. So in 1958, Guinea was the only French colony to vote for full independence. And its new leader secretary said something powerful. And he made it clear, we have one prime and essential need, our dignity. And there's no dignity without freedom. We prefer poverty and freedom than riches and slavery. Of course, France didn't take that lightly. As soon as the vote passed, they crippled Guinea's economy. They cut off all funding, all basic supplies. They even stripped out light bulbs from government buildings. It was revenge, but it was also a warning to the rest of Africa. This is what happens when you choose independence. So Kwame Nkrumah stepped in, and he sent £10 million to support Guinea. Some disagreed with that move, but for Nkrumah, he couldn't just stand there and watch his fellow African nations suffer. And Ghana being the first black African country to gain independence, he felt a responsibility to support. And he also saw a bigger vision, a bigger picture for the continent. Like he said, freedom for one meant nothing without freedom for all. So now fast forward to 1959, Ghana and Guinea formed a political union, the Ghana-Guinea Union. A few days later at a rally in Conakry, in front of a crowd of 100,000 people, Secretary stood up and announced, Kwame Nkrumah is now president of Guinea. What's funny is Nkrumah didn't speak much French at the time, so he didn't realize he was president until after the ceremony when he read it in the papers. But once he had a chance to take it all in, he accepted it. Not the full presidency, but as co-president alongside secretary. So why did he accept it? They both had a deep respect for each other, not just as leaders but as brothers who shared the same dream, the same vision. And Nkrumah understood the weight of that moment and how much it could change the future of Africa. So this marked one of the first serious steps towards African unity. And then in 1961, Mali joined the union, forming the Ghana-Guinea-Mali Union. And their aim was clear: to establish one currency, one central bank, one foreign policy, one army, and one government. So then what happened? Everything seemed to be going in the right direction. The truth is, not everyone was ready. A lot of leaders supported the idea in theory, but when it came to actually uniting and giving up control, they weren't ready. But the real turning point was when Nkrumah was overthrown in the Western Baku. Without him, the union lost its driving force. And ironically, the same leaders who had doubts about Nkrumah later came to understand how far ahead of his time he really was. Just listen to the statement from Tanzania's Julius Nyerere in 1997. I still recall arguing with Nkrumah in occasional instances, where I told him that his idea of African unity was not going to work because he was doing things for propaganda purposes. But long after Nkrumah's overthrow and subsequent death, it took me 10 years of consistent study to get the full import of what Kwame was talking about. In fact, Kwame Nkrumah is the greatest African ever.
I hope you're listening to everything and I hope you understand better. Please and please don't put yourself in trouble. You understand? If you want to compare yourself, Nigerian to Ghana, please compare Nigerian to Ghana with chargers. You know, see Ghanaians, they know they sell chargers. Ghanaians, they know they push wheelbarrow in Nigerians. I hope you understand. Like all these chargers, wheelbarrow, phone keys, where they push on the roadside. They say Ghanaians know they do those things. In Nigerian, Ghanaians know they do them. Now Nigerian, they do it in Ghana. Then if they compare Popov, Ghanaians accept Popov to Ghanaian Nigerians who are pushing wheelbarrow, it will be make sense. That can't compare it. People, Ghanaians can just laugh at it, comment nicely, everybody pass away. But no go to the extent that you disgrace Nigeria, because when you look Nigerian history, we no get proper leader that you can proud about it. South Africa, they have better leader where they can proud with. So even at least they can use that one to drag Ghana small. But Nigerians, we don't have any better leader. The leaders we have, they be all criminal from the 60s. They are criminal. They don't have any important thing for us. Okay? I beg you. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day. I hope you learn. Learn. If you don't want to learn, carry your phone. Type and check history before you talk. Okay? Thank you. Enjoy your day.